Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakadesh. Greetings to all Israel, including the Israelite foreigners, led by the Spirit. Before we call it a night, we're going to do Matthew, which is Matthew chapter 10, 11, and 12. Let's get edified. It says, starts chapter 10, the 12 apostles. And when he called his 12 disciples to him, he gave them power over unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these: first Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew the tax collector, James the son of Alphaeus, and Levius the surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. Okay, now it says, sending out of the 12. These 12 were Yahweh Shai sent out and commanded them, saying, do not go into the way of the Gentiles, and do not enter the city of Samaria, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Joshua. And as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of Shammai is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. Yeah, so see, the Gentiles were already idolaters, man. They've been idol worshippers, man. They already fell victim to the Edomite way and the Heathen way. So, salvation ain't for everybody, man. It's for who wants it. It's there for whoever wants it. Provide neither gold nor silver nor copper in your money belt, nor bag for your journey, nor 2 tunics, nor sandals, nor staff, for a worker is worthy of his food. See, it says no tithes, man, to do the work freely. Now, whatever city or town you enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and stay there till you go out. And when you go out into a household, greet it. If the household is worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it's not worthy, let your peace return to you. Basically, don't throw your pearls to the swine, man. If people are not receptive to the word, then let them be, man. They have free will, man. Let them fucking die, man. Who gives a shit, It's hard enough for us to get right, And whoever will not receive you nor hear your word, see, like I said, glorified be your name, Abba. And we depart from that house, shake off the dust from your feet. As surely I say to you, it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Yeah, man, so, the wicked of Esau and the wicked of the Heathens and the 2/3 coon jakes, man, and the wicked ass niggas, y'all done, man. Persecutions are coming. See, behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be wise as serpent and harmless as doves. That means to be smart, man. You know what I'm saying? But also, like, don't cause no physical damage, man. You just bring truth to light, man. And you know what? And be upright, man. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils and scourge you into their synagogues. Yeah, man. FBI's, man, and fake fucking, like, pinning fake bullshit on the righteous people, man. But it's all good, man. We will be delivered regardless. You will be brought before governors and kings for my name's sake, as a testimony to them and to the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, do not worry about what you should speak, for it will be given to you in that hour what you should speak. For it is not you who speaks, but the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. Yeah, man, in that moment, man, when maybe like the government swoops up all of Joshua or whatever happens, man, and Coon Jake sell you out or whatnot, man, the Spirit will be with you, man, and it'll guide you. Now, brother will deliver up brother to death, and a father his child, and children will rise up against parents and cause them to be put to death. Yeah, man, you're going to find out who your people is and who your family is very shortly, man, because Esau's about to go nuts, man, and that's how it is, man, shit. If you motherfuckers want to die for gangs, drugs, and other shit, man, why not die for your creator, man, and get your life right back? And you will be hated by all for my name's sake, but he who endures to the end will be saved. When they persecute you in the city, flee to another, for surely I say to you, you will not have gone through the cities of Joshua before the Son of Man comes. A disciple is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for a disciple that he be like his teacher, and a servant like a master. If they call the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more will they call those of the household? Yeah, when they used to try to say that Yahweh Shai was demon-possessed, man, and they try to call us demons, man, when they're the demons, man. Fake doctrines, man, sun worshiping, man. Therefore do not fear them, for there is nothing covering that will not be revealed, and hidden that will not be known. Yeah, man, sooner or later, man, you're going to be exposed regardless, man, whether you like it or not, and that's why you're mad, Esau. or the wicked of Esau, man, because you know that you motherfuckers are evil. Yahweh teaches the fear of the Most High. Wherever I tell you in the dark, speak it in the light, and what you hear in the ear, preach unto the housetops. And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? But the very hairs of your head are numbered. Do not fear, therefore. You are of more value than many sparrows. Basically, man, like, do not be afraid, man, of death, man. Be afraid of Yahweh Elohim's judgment, man. I mean, that's what you need to be afraid of, man. You know? Now, it's because you know what? It's going to happen, man. Some of us, that's going to be your lot, man. Some of us going to have to die for the Lord, man. And so be it, man. You know? Fuck this fucking place anyways, man. You know? We'll come back to the kingdom, man. Glorified. Confess Yahweh before man. Therefore, whoever confesses me before man, him I will also confess before my Father who is in the Shamayan. But whoever denies me before man, him I also will deny before my Father who is in the Shamayan. Yeah, man. So that means if you get, if you punk out, man, you get scared, man, and you don't want to roll with the punches, then you know what? Then you're gonna fall off the ranks, man, and you're gonna be a sellout, man. Bitch ass fool, man. Shouldn't have even stepped in the race, man. You know. This is for keeps, man, and hey, man, let it be your will, Elohim, Yahweh. Yeah. He says, Yahweh Shai brings division. Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. See, and all you fake Christians say that Yahweh Shai comes to kiss the world, man. He says here, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword, see? But for I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a mother-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies will be those of his own household. Yeah, your own people, your own fucking king will sell you out, man, for this world, man, So just be ready, man, If it's your lot, man, if it's our lot, then you have to take it, man. That goes for all of us. He who loves his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he who loves the son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me, and he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for myself will find it. Like I said, man, you get it right back, man. But if you sell out to Esau, man, you better enjoy this garbage while you last, man, because that's it. You're going to dust, man. A cup of cold water. He who receives you receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. He who receives a prophet in the name of the prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he who receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of water in the name of the disciple, surely I say to you, you shall by no means lose his reward. Yeah, man, that means they keep, our people are thirsty, man, for knowledge, so keep feeding the flock, man, of this goodness, this knowledge, man. John the Baptist sends message to Yahushua. Now it came to pass when Yahushua finished commanding his 12 disciples that he departed from there to teach and preach in their cities. And when John heard of it in prison about the works of Yahushua, he sent 2 of his disciples, and he said to him, are you coming one, or do we look for another? Yahushua answered, said to him, go and tell John the things which you heard and seen. The blind see, and the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead arise, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he who is not offended because of me. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's receptive to the word, man, he's just giving him an update, to John about the miracles that Mashiach was doing. As they departed, Yahushua began to say to the multitudes concerning John, what did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? But what did you go out to see? A man clothed in soft garments, indeed. Those who wear soft clothing are in the king's houses. But what did you go out and see? A prophet, yes, I say to you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. Assuredly I say to you, amongst those born of women there has not risen one greater than John the Baptist, but he who is least in the kingdom of the Shamayans is greater than he. As from the day of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of the Shamayans suffers violence, and the violent taking it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John, and if you're willing to receive it, he is Elijah who is to come. Who is ears to hear, let him hear. Yeah, man, so he was Elijah reincarnated, man, because Elijah got taken by a chariot. And, John the Baptist, he paved the way, He was the messenger, man. He was a true prophet. But to But to what shall I liken the generation? It is like the children sitting in the marketplace of calling their own companions and saying, we played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We mourned to you, and you did not lament. For John came neither eating or drinking. They say he has a demon. Yeah, man. See, everybody that comes to truth has a demon to the worldly people. And the Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they looked, and a glutton and wind bitter, a friend of tax collectors and sinners, but wisdom is justified by her children. Basically, man, what you need is right before your face, and you know, 9 out of 10 people don't appreciate it, man, So the prophet was right there before their face. Woe to the impending cities. Then he began to rebuke the cities in which most of his mighty works had been done, because they did not repent. Yeah, man. See, even when you come to truth, you don't repent, man. So woe to you, Chorazin, woe to you, Bethlehem, for the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre or Sidon. They will have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say to you, it will be more than tolerable for Tyre and Sidon the day of judgment than for you. And you, Capernaum, who are exalted into the heavens, yeah, man, star worshiping, Zodiac and all that. Capernaum, like, I guess, Greece, man. It will be brought down to Hades, for it is mighty works for which were done, and you have been done in Sodom. It would have been remain until this day. But I say to you that it should be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for you. Basically, man, if you come into this truth, man, and you're still, being, lukewarm, wishy-washy, then, man, woe to you, man. It's better for you to have never even known anything, man, and you could have just been a fucking savage, man. That's what it's saying, man. They don't take this salvation and this word and this truth for granted, man. Value it, live it, and be about it, man. Discipline yourself, man. Yahweh Shai gives true rest. And at the time, Yahweh Shai answered, said, I thank you, Father, Lord of the Shamans and earth, that you have hidden these things from the wise and prudent, and have revealed them to the babes. Yeah, man, to the young, to us, man, to the 1/3, man. And even so, Father, for it has seemed good in your sight. All things have been delivered to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, nor does anyone know the Father except the Son, and the one to whom the Son wills to reveal him. Yeah, man. So the path, the bridge, man, to Yahweh, to our Elohim, is Yahweh Shai, man. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light, man. So carry your cross, man, and carry your burden, man, and ride for the Mashiach, man, for our Lord. Yahweh Shai is the Lord of the Shabbat. It says at the time, Yahweh Shai went through the grain fields on the Shabbat, and his disciples were hungry and began to pluck heads of the grain and eat. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said to him, look, your disciples are doing what is not lawful to do on the Shabbat. But he said to them, have you not read that David did when he was hungry, he and those who were with him? He entered the house of Elohim and ate showbread, which was not lawful for him to eat, nor for those who were with him, but only for the priests. Or have you not read in the laws that on the Shabbat the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless? Yet I say to you that in the place there is one greater than the temple. But if you had known that what this means, I desire mercy and not grace, you will not have condemned the guiltless. For the Son of Man is the Lord even of the Shabbat. Yeah, man. So even Yahweh Shai is the king, man. He's gonna, all this is gonna be his inheritance, and we're gonna be under him. He's gonna rule with us, man. Well, you know what I mean? He's gonna be a king, with us, man. The Lord, healing on the Shabbat. Now, when he had departed from there, he went into the synagogues, and behold, there was a man who had a withered hand, and they asked him, is it lawful to heal on the Shabbat? And they might accuse him of that. But he said to them, what man is there among you who have one sheep, and they have fallen into a pit on the Shabbat, will not hold it and lift it out? Or have you much more value than a man than a sheep? Therefore it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath. Then he said to them, stretch your hand, and he stretched it out, and he restored as a whole as the other. Then the Pharisees went out and plotted against him how they might destroy him. Yeah, man, they were trying to set up, the Lord, man, from day one, man, because, the world is an enemy of Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is the enemy of the world, man. People want to hear, like prosperity gospel and things that, like make them feel good, I'll probably do a book of Timothy or something tomorrow, most I'd be willing, about unsound doctrines. Now let's continue. Behold my servant. But when Yahushua knew it, he withdrew from there, and the great multitudes followed him, and he healed them. Yet he warned them not to make him known, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, Behold my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will declare justice to the Gentiles. He will not quarrel nor cry out, nor will anyone hear his voice in the street. A bruised reed he will not break, and smoke flags he will not quench, till he sends forth justice to victory, and his name the Gentiles will trust. Yeah, basically, he's the light of the world, man. Because the Gentiles are the lost tribes of Israel. They lost their ways, man. And anybody that just wants to come into truth, man, it don't matter what ethnic you are, man. Because just everybody born in Israel is not Israel, man. 2/3 motherfuckers gonna die, man. A house divided cannot stand. Then one was brought to him who was demon possessed, and blind and mute, and he healed them, so that the blind and the mute man both spoke and saw, and all the multitudes were amazed. Could this be the son of David? They said. Now when the Pharisees heard it, they said, This fellow does not cast out demons except by Beelzebub, the ruler of demons. Yeah, man, they accused the Lord Yahushua of serving Baal, man. He ain't no way, man. That's why, because they're non-believers, man. They're scoffers, man. The name wasn't written in the book of life. But Yahushua knew their thoughts and said to them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself will not stand. If Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then will his kingdom stand? And if I cast a demon by Beelzebub, by whom your sons cast them out, therefore they shall be your judges. But if I cast out demons by the Spirit of Yahweh, Elohim, surely the kingdom of Yahweh has come upon you. Or how can one enter a strong man's household and plunder his goods, unless he first binds the strong man, and then he plunders his house? He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me, it scatters me. Yeah, man. See, and what's funny is that right now, the United States, the daughter of Babylon is divided, so it will not be standing much longer. You know what I mean? Which is good, man. It's time for redemption for the world, man. Healing. The unpardonable sin. Here we go, man. Therefore I say to you, every sin and blasphemy will be forgiven to men, but the blasphemy against the Spirit will not be forgiven to man. Anyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man, it will be forgiven. But whoever speaks against the Holy Spirit, it will not be forgiven, either in this age or the age to come. That's talking about witchcraft, divination, sorcery, man. All the shit that the heathens and the wicked Edomites and Kunjaks, all you people love, man. You think it's funny how to be on that sorcery shit, man? Well, you're gonna find out very quick, man, how all that's divination, zodiac, all that garbage, man. A tree known by its fruit. Enter, make the tree good and its fruit, or else make the tree bad and its fruit bad. For the tree is known by its fruit. Brought of vipers, how can you being evil speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speak. A good man out of the good treasures of his heart brings forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasures brings forth evil things. But I say to you that every idle word man may speak, they will be given account about in the day of judgment. For by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. Yeah, basically, man, for false doctrines and blasphemies, man, you're gonna have to be accountable, man, for being a wicked ass scoffer, and for being a misdirecting, fake preacher, man. The scribes and Pharisees asked for a sign. Then some of the scribes and Pharisees answered and said, Teacher, we want you to see a sign from you. But he answered and said to them, An evil and abundant, adulterous generation seeks after a sign, and no sign will be given to it except the sign of the prophet Jonah. For Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a great fish. So will the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Yeah, so he predicted it, that he went down to for 3 days, the Lord went down there, and he conquered Hades. He conquered hell, man. And he resurrected. And the man of Nineveh will rise up in the judgment with this generation and condemn it, because they repent at the preaching of Jonah, and indeed a greater than Jonah is here. And the queen of the south will rise up in the judgment with the generation and condemn it, for she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and indeed greater than Solomon is here with me. So basically, just like this current generation, they had the Mashiach with them, and they still wanted signs, man. And they just like right now, people are seeing, what time it is, and they still want more proof, man. Like, how much more proof do you need, man? That means that, it ain't for you, man. Yahweh's mother and brothers sent for him. While he was still talking to the multitude, behold, his mother and brothers stood out, seeking to speak with him. Then he said to him, Look, your mother and your brothers are standing outside, seeking to speak with you. But he answered and said to one who told him, Who is my mother and who are my brothers? And he stretched out his hand towards the disciples and said, Here are my mother and my brothers. For whoever does the will of my Father in the Shamayon is my brother, sister, and mother. Basically, we're the family, what I'm saying? That, we're his flock, you know what I mean? And we're set apart, you know what I'm saying? And 1/3 is going to be redeemed, be saved. This was led by the Spirit. I hope the everybody takes heed to these words, and, stay the course, It feels like a sense of urgency by the minute, we don't know, but, any moment now, things will be changing, and Jacob's troubles are really going to start very soon too, man, so be ready, and, shalom.